Right, okay, so Legend versus JEEN. Best of 13. Wait, where did Legend go? He was right here. Oh, there he goes, back. Cool. Okay. Drover, I will try and get a session on Drover this weekend. Rambo randomly signs me out many times. No idea why. It's almost like CNC knows better. But yes, we are using the Chinese client for this. No idea why. I'm in England. JEEN, I think, is in England. Used to be. Legends in the Middle East. So quite why we're doing this via China, I'm not sure. But hey, I'm hoping it all should work. There's no game music, so I'm having to play the music separately. But otherwise, and I can't read Mandarin, and I haven't used this client in like 3 years. So we'll see how things go. We will see how things go. JEEN vs Legend. Old players. Very old players. I've been around for, well, JEEN's been around forever. Legend's been around since like 2019. 2021 in terms of sort of putting his name on the map. I'm getting, let's say, we say in gentlemanly company, very wasted next 24 hours for let's say recovery period. Gotcha. Just waiting on JEEN. There's an observer plugin here, but I don't think OBS can see it. Go. Okay. Well, hopefully this works. If it doesn't, who knows? Who knows? Do I need to press start again? Nope. I expect most of these missions these games are going to be Sove versus Sove. Anyway, scoreboard on. Psychic FPV camera. I've got no idea, chaps. Anyway, in the lovely baby pink, we have Legend up here. We've also got track lines for all of the units, which is nice. It would kind of be nice if I could toggle them on or off. But we'll live with it. And JEEN down the bottom right, Legend in the top left. Sove versus Save. Red Alert 2, not Yuri's Revenge. So expect a few more harvesters, a few more miners. And expect a slow and quiet start of the game, I think. Hopefully the volume of everything is just about right. Yeah, pink is a little bit hard to see on the snow. All right, there we go. Miner gets droned. Is this the right overlay? No, it isn't. That shouldn't have worked, but it did. Anyway, good. Continue. Yeah. I will try the observer mode thing later. I will try the observer mode later, even if you guys can't see it. But if I'm able to see that there are, I don't know, 20 rhinos for Legend and 15 for JEEN, then that's helpful. This should just deploy. There we go. Yeah, nice and easy. This is a very scrappy game with these drones all over the place. I quite like it. A second service depot. JEEN is hemorrhaging cash. So that's 4 or 5 harvesters up there versus just 4 for JEEN. And yeah, JEEN is definitely hemorrhaging cash. He would have loved to have gone for this early on. Legend will win the tank battle. Yeah, he'll definitely lose the tank battle. I cannot believe I said that. The idea of Legend winning something. Dog fodder? No dog fodder. Neither player really rich enough. Sentry guns though will come out. Oh, the tank control for Legend are actually pretty good. Yes, on Legend. I mean, there's a sentry gun. That. Sentry guns help massively. Absolutely huge in small scale tank fights like that. Obviously, tanking shots. And just doing extra damage. Conscripts. I'll turn myself up. Conscripts. Mine is gonna go down. Oh, dearie me. No radar, no desolators for either player yet. Legend's tanks are in a bit of an awkward position. Lots of connies out for both sides. JEEN really going in for the connies though. We got an MCV dive here. MCV cell. And then a dive for the war factory. Yep. And Legend might just lose. No! Oh, the body block. He gets it. Legend gets it. Oh, does he? No, he doesn't.
Player defeated.
And Legend GG's. All right. Well then, we have a score of. Go away. We have a score of 1-0. I will get the scoreboard out. Actually, we'll try it with the observer plugin thing. Team 2. Score display. BO. BO, what was it? 13? Enable plugins? Let's see. This map pool has Golden State Valley. Okay, I think the lobby just got destroyed. Oh yeah. See, this is why we don't use the Chinese client, guys. Because the lobby doesn't magically get disappeared. Add position, there we go. Server plugin. JEEN's on 1. Enable plugins. Do I need to enable that? Possibly. Quick, play your Chinese ego language. Shit, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say 24 hours, I mean 8 hours from now. It's gonna be DTA this evening. It's gonna be DTA. You have to be fast because you don't have VIP. Oh, Golden State Valley. Okay. They didn't actually say they picked Golden State Valley. Ready? Cool. Alright, well, I'll just go. Let's see if the observer thing works. All right. I see observer mode, but it doesn't appear on OBS. Interesting. And I have no sound. Curious. Well, hopefully there's sound when... Maybe... It's just because there's no in-game music, I think. Yeah, okay, that was a monkey. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got sound. I noticed it with the last... Yeah, hear the oil derrick. I noticed it with the last mission as well on Heck. That the sound didn't stop for the first, like, 2 seconds of the game. How strange. So. JEEN in the bottom left in the red, Legend in the yellow up here. Legend obviously down. JEEN up 1-0. And I will get a little score screen up after this game. I wasn't sure if the Rambo overlay would work. There is a harvester drone, 2 harvesters droned. Uh-oh. And that rhino's gonna kill one of them. That's bad. So, Legend on 2 miners. JEEN on 3. I wonder if I can get OBS to display this. Capture. Third-party overlays. Nope. Oh well. It's shiny. Yeah, it sucks. But these guys wanted to play on it, and there was no one else around to stream. So Legend sitting on I can see 9 rhinos. Sorry, Legend sitting on 9 rhinos. Yep, JEEN sitting on 9 as well. 4 miners apiece. Both players building a ref. Another drone out from Legend. I've got the colors totally mixed up. It was JEEN who's down a miner. And that's another miner. I use normal scenes in it. Yeah, the Chinese one, like, the English translation isn't great. Like, only half of it's translated. Plus the amount of info you need to give to it. Like, I'm not a huge fan. So Legend doing his famous tank split. Legend is a splitting god. Those are his words. Not mine. nor anybody else's. But Legend has declared that he is splitting God. Who's on the Salvation of the Soviet Union? I'm glad that got translated. Oh, by Hans. Yeah, that's if there was ever a Chinese mod, that is the Chinese mod. Like, it is brutally hard with zero effort made to make it fun. It is designed for pain and suffering. And if you enjoy that, then it is fun. But it's not meant to be casual. Maybe that's just because I played it on hard and then to the new game plus, next game plus. But it was rough. Legend going on a little Latov run down here. Doesn't really... well, the MCV was sold. But they both sold MCV, so it doesn't matter. Oh, but the miner's getting knocked out there. That's one down. Tank numbers are the same. 23 to 23, but 6 miners for Legend. His tanks... Oh, that's another good position. He needs to not conga line in. He is getting dog fodder, and there we go. JEEN is going for the all-in. He knows he's behind. He's down on miners. He's down on war factories as well. Rax is going to go down as well, which is good. Rax can make a difference. And Legend wins it. Legend wins. Absolutely collapses on one end of JEEN's tank column there, and wraps it up nice and easily. Project Renderac. Project Renderac is a lot more fun. Like, it's designed to be a lot more casual. Kutuzov is, if you play it on hard, a real endurance challenge. Now, can I quickly get my scoreboard up? Player 1. That's JEEN. And that is Legend. Legend is yellow / blue for the purposes of this. And there's the scores on the board. Hey, Root. Renderac got too repetitive. I found it too repetitive. I've heard about the Metal Omega mission packs. I've never tried them. I think back when someone told me about it, I don't know if it's the one that you're mentioning, but first time I heard about one of them was about a year ago. Maybe a little bit longer ago, but it hadn't been translated yet. What was the opening map? Heck, gems, gems mid, but like the big pile of gems, not the little bits of gems. Which are like old school gems, right? Old school heck. So Legend in the yellow up here. JEEN in the red down here. And in true Matt fashion, the Rambo scoreboard is wrong. So I'm going to get very confused. Back to RA2 streaming. Not so much back to. Just Legend also wanted to stream it. So I said yes. I still need to get Snark's overlay that Doof uses. I keep meaning to ask Doof or Snark. Oh, Legend! That's got to be a misclick. That absolutely was a misclick. That was terrible. But yeah, I mean, this map, I'm expecting a big old macro game. Um, that drone did something wrong. Oh yeah, of course. I'd forgotten. Legend. JEEN going mass drone on Dorado Descent, otherwise known as Legends Descent. Yes, Legends Descent. I've seen many a series of Legend up. 2 games, 3 games, and a best of 9. He's winning, and then this map comes on, he loses, and it all goes downhill from there. And the dog doing exactly what it was supposed to do. An attempt was made here, but it didn't work. But dog tanking the first hit, drone gets into the miner. So 3 war factories each, 9 miners each. JEEN starting to build. JEEN with no rhinos out, with no tanks at all. He's only got drones. Legend 5 rhinos out. JEEN popped out a 10th miner. Another miner gets infected. That is dead. Needs to be killed. It's gonna get another miner. Oh no, it doesn't. Legend is broke. Well, sort of broke. Oh, I can turn it off. It's cool. What's FPV camera? That doesn't seem to be working. Like, doesn't seem to be tracking. Doesn't. Oh, it just sends it to their MCV. Okay. JEEN pushing up here. JEEN is in a dominant position. JEEN's Legend is just Legend's bottom army is getting absolutely trapped by drones. MCV is gonna go down. Absolutely nothing Legend can do. It's a disaster. Power, low power as well. Yep, Legend's low power. He is building an MCV. Both players building. Oh my god! Legend managed to get the MCV, and she gets 3 engineers out of it. How many depots would it take to stretch to your opponent's base? It would take more depots from here to here than here to here. Would it? Yeah. Because a depot is 3x4. And Legend getting absolutely decimated by drones. This has got to be so annoying. If I was in Legend's position, I'd have a sentry gun or 2. But I mean, this is too much for him to handle. Way too much for Habibi to handle. JEEN's gonna lose this tank army, but too little to. I mean, it doesn't matter. Legend is down on 8 miners now, which is actually fair, like enough, sort of. Not really, but for now. But Legend's just getting hammered from every which direction. Right now, he's like, you know, Bonnie Blue at the University Freshers. I mean, any opening is being filled by JEEN. And there we go. More miners going down. And Legend with nothing left. Boom. JEEN takes game number 3. It's been a while since I've cast some Red Alert 2. Oh, select current scores. Okay. I mean, I don't need to. If I just Save that. Map. The map with 8 oils on each side. I have no idea, Legend. Proving ground? Mayday? Mayday. See? I am respected by players around the world because I remember maps. You see? This is why I am a professional. Remember, a professional is just somebody who steals other people's ideas and then says it with more confidence and more loudly. So Legend's gonna be at the top. Probably. Where do we think is the worst position? We'll get rid of my camera for that. Go away. Away. There we go. We got 4 oils up there, and a lot of fighting will happen up there. Mail me that drink. Oh, mine. Can't have it. Yeah, where do we think is the better or worse spot? Hey, Shamu, how you doing, my man?
You have been marked for termination.
A Legend should get these, right? I actually can't see up here. I think the better spot is probably top. Well, yeah. See, the thing is here, right? Top spot has some immunity to naval. Sort of. I mean, sort of up there. I mean, if the enemy has navy here, you're kind of dead. But, you know, but up here is immune to navy. Bottom? Nah. 1 dread can hit anything. However, top spot is harder to defend these oils, right? Bottom spot, this is a lot closer. These gems as well are a little bit more inconvenient than here. A 31-year-old game now. Depressing reality. Nah. Nah. Well, the original CNC is 31 years old. Yes, it's as old as I am. I'm like 3 months older than CNC 1. Nice push by JEEN here. Legend went for the tech rush. This may prove to be a mistake. Deploys the Deso. But it's not going to be enough. He does get the naval yard out. But I think Legend was not expecting that push across the bridge. Neither was I, because I wasn't looking at it. Ed, this is Rambo. I don't know if I don't know if they have this, if that update carried. And now Legend with basically nothing. The flak tracks. Yeah, flak tracks spell the end. We have a power drop. We have a few desos. We have a naval yard. Oh, okay. They fixed top left oils. So you're saying that before update, top left oils were all. Oh yeah. There's now 2 block gap. Yeah. Just like here. Yeah. No, I get you. There you go.
Warning, iron curtain activated.
Now, Legend can win. Legend can win. He needs to... Typhoons are going to come out in a minute. I would have gone for the naval yard, personally. Go on, Legend. Don't all fight. I would have gone for the war factory. You're a big dum-dum. You got 4 buildings left, 5 buildings.
Player defeated.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, the MCV ran away. Never mind. I'm blind. JEEN wins another. The JEEN wins another. IC miners for the win. All right, Epstein. What are we gonna see? What are we gonna see next? We haven't seen. Stormy. Stormy. An old classic. Oh, cool. Game number 5. Best of 13, so that is quick math. First to 7.5. First to 8. JEEN up 3-1. Legend has plenty of time to pull it back. If the roles were reversed, I would have about 50% confidence of Legend winning. And about 50% confidence in him throwing. I have heard that JEEN recently whooped Osama's ass, I think is the technical term. It was a 6-1 victory. So JEEN clearly doing pretty well for himself at the moment. Maybe Legend is just rusty. 3 engineers? Is he going for one of Legends? He is. He is. Oh, no, he's going for the tech lab in the middle. I mean, if we can get a ref out here, get the goodies. Legend with 0 oils. This is, I think some people might call concerning. Waypoint moving the engineer.
Player defeated.
Niet is right. Niet caught the deliberate mistake because half of 13 is, of course, 6.5, not 7.5. So it is, in fact, first to 7. I was testing you all, and you all failed. Apart from Niet. So Legend fumbled that. They were even talking about no engineer, you know, not punishing each other with dogs at the start. Legend just really fumbled it. Now, country swing. This could either be a long one, or it could be exceptionally short. Much like much like my sex life. And we don't really know until we get into it. It fits a lot. We might see some early game aggression. We might see JEEN going for heavy drone, which would potentially cause Legend to rage quit at this point. I can see that being a distinct possibility. Anyway, we have Legend in the top left, JEEN in the bottom right, top, bottom, roughly. And this is going a lot faster than I thought it would. Oh, this is the OG country swing. I haven't seen this in a long time. Doesn't have the sort of wraparound in the corners. Oof. How does that change the game? Well, no MCV moves. You might see an MCV move across. Different players like to do different things, and things change over time. Sometimes players will sort of base walk across the road. Other times they'll move MCV. JEEN not microing his miner. First thing to note, Legend, I think he is. Legend, I'm pretty sure he's microing his miner. So it's getting the gold. I mean, he's not constantly microing it, but so he's getting the gold near his refinery every time it dumps. JEEN's miner, on the other hand, is going on a bit of a walkabout. Four miners beast, both players moving. JEEN is red. I know that. Man, I don't know what it is. For some reason, I think Legend is red. I have absolutely... This is like the 4th time today I've made that mistake. JEEN bashing everyone? Yes. Nice body block by JEEN on Legend's MCV there. 6 miners for Legend, 5 for JEEN. JEEN building a few more terror drones puts his eco a little behind, not by much, but it is noticeable. Both players building a second war factory now, and now we've got miner parity. And Legend is subsequently 1 tank ahead. JEEN is queued up another 2 miners. Is he actually going to build 2 more? He is. Bloody hell. And like I said, this is not the CNCnet version of Country Swing. This is the original. So this be all the eco they get. Except that, but... it's like I am good at my job. Like I know what I'm talking about. JEEN going to build drones. Frustrate the hell out of Legend. Legend might get... No, he's going for the tanks. Legend, he was a little bit cocky there. Thought he was gonna kill it. Starts to move. Realizes it isn't dead. Bit of a fumble. But Legend now on 4 wars to JEEN's 3. Tank numbers 10 for Legend, 7 for JEEN. Nobody played map pool before. You mean? I mean, all of these maps look pretty familiar, Osama. Except, you know, this one's a bit different. Are you really saying that after 5 years of RA2 on CNCnet, with the map pool constantly changing, but circling around the same like 40 maps. That suddenly a new set of maps, all of which you already know, make it so you've forgotten everything. These are not normal maps. I admit, this one is not. I don't know what the Rambo map pool is.
Kirov report.
And the heck is different. Mayday was in CNC rotation. Dorado Descent hasn't changed. And Stormy looks the same.
Warning, Iron Curtain detected.
And what else do we have? Golden State Valley looks the same. But out of the... Is this game number 5? Or 6? 5.
Warning,
no, this is 6.
Iron Curtain detected.
IC's out for both players. Stormy with the... Yeah, okay. It had the service depot in the middle. Agreed. That's new. Well, old, really, but... Damn, the reaction speed on that sentry gun was terrible. Iron Guns coming up for both players. Legend with only 4 wars. JEEN was 6. JEEN's almost eaten through all of his eco. Legend has a reasonable amount more, actually. And Legend's gonna go for the IC. Are we gonna see a legendary IC? No, that was actually good. MCV snipe. If he gets the IC, this might be over. Nah, took too long to get there. Gonna lose half his tanks because of it. And Legend, yeah, no. A little bit of decision paralysis there. And JEEN's IC is still ready. This is scary. Legend's only hope. Legend cannot stop this IC. His only hope is to ignore it and do damage while it's going on. Those drones were terrible. 3 drones went down. Okay, 2 more got in. And there's JEEN's push. Gets 4 in the IC, but not really enough. JEEN's IC goes down. Legend should be able to defend this. I mean, it took out some miners for sure. What are you doing? Legend's having a little tea party while playing the game. He's like, quick, let me reach for another biscuit. Reaction times of a baked potato. But now, what have they got left? JEEN, 4 war factories. Legend, 1, 2, 4 war factories. Iron Curtain's still up for Legend along with the power. JEEN, no power plants, definitely low power, no Iron Curtain. Miners, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for JEEN, but he's long distancing. Legend on 4, but they're all close. Tech lab for Legend, no lab for JEEN. And I think this is all she wrote, boys and girls. That Iron Curtain, those drones, one goes inside the other. I mean, even the tank numbers, Legend massively out-tanking JEEN here. Maybe a BB.
Warning, Iron Curtain activated.
Habibi is going to start making a difference. On the other hand, after ignoring the flax and then getting half his tank army killed, sending in icy terror drones across half the map to achieve a grand total of nothing. I mean, is there anything more legend than that? 4-2. Oh. Why has Rambo disappeared? Tickle. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Always enjoy seeing those little Rambo maps at the start. Well, somebody needs to study geography. Legend in the top right, JEEN in the bottom left. No pre-capped oils. That's not garrisonable. And Legend actually building out towards the middle a little bit there. Instead of building his racks there and his ref further down, he wants to split his base walk. Am I playing? I'm not even playing, my guy. Legend is blue but yellow. JEEN is red. The score is currently 4-2. Best of 13, so first to 7. If I was playing this series, would be over already. If I was playing either of these guys, series would be over already. Wouldn't even be a competition. Wouldn't even be a competition. Right. Service depot and not out for Legend yet. A little bit behind that. Oh, because he went with the second power. That's why. I need to play JEEN at some point. I don't think I've ever played a series against him.
You make this easy, Fleshbag.
Exactly. I've played Legend in a series. I beat him in a series once. I have played I played lobby games and Marco was on the other team. I don't know why he was playing lobby games, but I beat him and beat his side in a game of Tour of Egypt. I beat Andy we played like 5, 6, 7 games together several years ago, and I beat him in one of them. He wasn't like, none of these guys were tryharding, but I can still hand on heart say that I've been in a game where I have won versus Marco, Legend, and Andy, and Zane, but I don't think I can say that about JEEN. Was Legend wait during that series? It was the SFJ quarterfinals. Quarterfinals. And then I lost to Zane afterwards. I've also beaten Legend in a 2v2 when I was teaming Latoff versus Legend and Rick, actually. Legend and Rick won the series, but Laptop and I think it was like 4-2, 5-2. JEEN's Dogfight are doing real work here. 6 miners apiece, by the way. 6 miners apiece. MCV sell from both sides for 2 war factories each side. Legends Dogfight are looking like it might have got the upper hand there. And he takes out a Rhino. He takes out a tank. 16 versus 18 Rhinos now. You might not think it's much, but it does make a bit of a difference. Legends Dogfight are out of position. Losing a couple of Rhinos because of it. Timing was a little bit off there. Legend bleeding tanks. The tank control is not there. Goes over goal. Tank slow down. JEEN destroys him. And this is over. Legendary tank control strikes again. 5-2. Blunderous blunder. Exactly. Exactly. Fell for the oldest trick in the book. Sander! Guten Tag. Wie geht's? Bist alles gut? Ground, proving ground. Rouge has stopped JEEN. I need Laddie for the job. Whoops. What did Legend say? I picked the wrong one. Nah.
Tech building captured.
Hopefully they can see that. Yeah, they can. All right, so JEEN at the top, Legend at the bottom. Marco lost the Legend last night. Oh, has anybody checked in on Marco? Is the off speeds okay? Jeez. Legend losing to JEEN. Yeah. JEEN is awful record versus Marco. He does. He does. He does. You know what it's like? It's like Tim. It's like Tim. Where is that man? Where is Timmy? He owes me 50 bucks. 2 years ago, he bet that Bitcoin would be at like 180k or 200k. And I was like, I'll take that bet. by the end of 2025. But yeah, JEEN does not have good record versus Marque. Then again, losing to Legend. Poor Marco. Has he gone cabin? Has he gone cabin? To like mentally recover. To hide his shame. Right, we got 2 more factories now for Legend. 1 for JEEN. JEEN's doing it all in on one corner. Legend is spreading it out. I prefer Legend's tactic. And Marco typically has a tough time with Matt. Now remember I'm Marco's best friend. I am Marco's best friend. I'm not sure I ever made a command for that marker clip. You know what? I should add that to sound alerts. Stop talking over me, you piece of shit. I'm trying to explain. Legend pulling JEEN around. Gonna get one oil. Both on 4 miners. Both on 4. Legend on the other hand with 4 war factories. JEEN only on 2. Third one pops up here. Legend getting a bit cocky. Ah, no, he took down a miner. Took down a miner. And yeah, Legend is absolutely cooking here. Does need to pay attention down here. He's on 5 war factories. 3 of them are down here as well. He could lose a lot. Where are the sentry guns? Why aren't your tanks firing? Legend does defend. And JEEN GG's. Yeah, I mean, JEEN possibly could have come back from that, but the chances were not strong. 5-3 BO 13, I was told. I hate how they've translated Red Alert 2 into Red Police. This map, forgot the name. Anyone remember this map? Anyone remember this? Someone give me a name. Oh, Pirate Bay, Pirate Bay, Pirate Bay, Pirate Bay, Pirate Bay. JEEN couldn't remember. Let's go. Pirate Bay, a map I haven't seen in a while. Certainly hasn't come up in a few casts I've done in the last 12 months. One that actually works quite well as allied, if you can pull it off, of course. With JEEN in the bottom left, Legend in the bottom right, oil and oil. Not a fan of this. Not a fan of that at all. Why would you put a Rax there? You can put a ref there quite easily, and then a second ref there. Legend. Can't believe I'm saying this, but Legend's build order is it's better. Kind of doo-doo, unless you can pull off sick push time. I mean, that's what I mean, Root. Legend, allies can shine. Allies can look real nice here. Late game is doomed? Yeah, okay, possibly. Uh-oh. Legend just saved the NG. What are we looking at here? JEEN going 2 miners, straight tanks, sells the racks. Clapped him here with allies in crew battle. Crew battle was great, man. Legend, 2 miners ahead. Nice drones, one of them. Is gonna lose the power drop. But at what cost? Does you need 2 sentry guns. 2 sentry guns to deal with a power drop. There's no point in building 1. You might as well have none. You need 2 from the start. Because if you build 1, you don't need a second one, then you need a third one. Repair it, you buffoon! Good God almighty! Legends tank control, absolutely disgusting here. Legend's about to get clapped. I don't think Legend can even pull back from this. I think this is GG. And there we go. JEEN gonna be up to 6-3.
Player defeated.
Why have I got like Rammstein or something? It is Rammstein. Playlist didn't loop. Okay, well, potentially the final map here. Six 3 is JEEN going to win, or will Legend bring it back and end the series on 6-7? 6-7. Someone shoot me if I ever say that and, you know, think it's funny. Please. Right. Coldest Peak. Ban this guy. Root needs practice. Yeah, he does. 6-7. Hey, I'm an idiot. Hey, privileged going to TwitchCon away. Hey, Croc, you know how many letters are in Twitch? That's right, 6. You know how many letters are in Conaway? That's right, 7. 6, 7. Right, okay, I need to stop. We got Legend on the left here and JEEN on the right. Gotta speak. Excellent map. Excellent map. Ancient map. Probably, nah, it's, well, I say it's not that ancient. Some of these maps are ancient. Some of them are older than Osama. So Osama's a baby. He's like 12. Find another body pillow to add to the collection. Yeah, but it's got to be an ironic body pillow like the one we found last year. The one we found last year was like tiny. That was the only reason I bought it. I'm not buying a full size one, but a tiny little joke one. Hell yeah. Right, we've got 3 miners for Legend, 3 for JEEN. Legend? What? How is he? What is he behind? What? How is he so far behind? JEEN isn't building anything right now. Oh, because he's moving MCV, that's why. A super oversized body, but yeah, okay, I'd be up for that. Deploy. Boom, get wrecked. Yep, refinery there, sentry gun there. Warfare, oh. Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He's just gonna body block you. Oh, what a waste of time. JEEN, on the other hand. Miners up on the gems there. Both players on 6 miners, but yeah, I mean, Legend getting droned. Legend has 2 tanks. MCV isn't deployed, so he's not getting a sentry gun out. And Rhino's gonna come across. Gonna kill a miner probably. No, doesn't get it. And Legend, he's had such issues getting it up. The MCV. You gotta go there. I half thought that the Rhinos were gonna come over here. Oh, the depot. Yeah, good point. Clearly, JEEN is a man of honor. Doesn't believe in the old ulting. Oh, charge, little Timmy. Or he forgot. Yeah, probably more likely. Uh-oh. Idle miner. Yep, AFK miner. Ooh! The miner got. But that's worse. There we go. Ah. Does get spotted eventually. 15 rhinos for Legend, 17 for JEEN. So around the same. 3 war factories apiece. JEEN on 8 miners, Legend on 7. And there's the split. Split is going to be painful. But JEEN doesn't press. I don't think Legend has vision there. Probably why he sent the dog. Legend needs to deal with this. He's got the time. The longer he leaves it, the worse it gets. Neither player building another... Okay, Legend now building another war factory. Like, he needs it. They both got the cash for it. No, Legend, no! He fumbled it. Dogs forward. Dogs forward. All right. Legend has an advantage here. His tanks are, well, they were in a nice line, and JEEN was kind of pathing in. JEEN TTs his rhinos, so these are our position. Legend might win. Get the reinforcements in. Get up the hill. Stand as a bulwark. He is winning 22-16. There you go. 24-16 rhinos. Dog fodder in JEEN's favor. But what are you sitting around for? Both players sold MCV. Legend, go. Legend, push. Legend, smash. This is bad. This is bad. The minor fodder is going to make a big difference here. Yep. The tank numbers are now roughly even. 19-19. Legend going to lose here as well. Legend, I think, splitting up his tanks there. Massive error. Massive. 5 war factories for Legend. 3 for JEEN. Oh, no. Okay, JEEN's eco is now dead. So, it does depend on whether Legend can hold. I didn't realize quite how many miners JEEN lost. He's only got 2 left. Legend might win by default here. Miner going down. Oh, no, it doesn't. Of course he was going to go back. Split 2-2. Oh, my God. Trying to take out the middle group. 1 miner goes down here. Connie gets another miner. That tank should die to those harvesters.
Player defeated.
And it dies. All right, Legend on 4. No, I don't have time. Sorry. I can't sit in the lobby. Cool though, cheers for the follow, my guy. I was wondering why you're... yes. The players wanted to use the Chinese client. I have no idea why. I'll do it in a second. I have no idea why I can't start. Wait. Yeah, this is Tsunami. Oh, Legend needs to accept. Yes. I have no idea why. Hey, sup? How you doing, my man? Been a while. Right, let's get this going. I'll do those push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so Legend in the yellow, JEEN in the red, best of 13, I said, right? Yes, 13. It is 6-4. So match point for JEEN over here. JEEN playing as allied, Legend playing as allied, obviously, but both playing America. Neither player deciding to go Korea. It's all going to come down to sneaky paradrops and rocketeers. You didn't go on vacation with Doof. Is Doof on vacation at the moment? No. I'm seeing Doof at the end of May. Did he go to Antigua? No, not Antigua. Dutch Antilles. Yeah. But TwitchCon, yeah, Right, five jump boys, not jump, yes, no, not jump jets. I've played too much Tiberian Sun. Five. They have 7 Rocketeers each, okay? 3 miners apiece. 3 miners apiece. And legend. Rockets are expensive boys and hard to control. You never want to attack something with Rocketeers. You always want to move them nearby. I think it was Ed who told me about that years ago. Here's 3 rafts. Yeah, wait. It did sell. JEEN being super inefficient here and not building a war factory. Obviously selling a Legend's gonna lose this. Okay, no. JEEN decided to move and take out the Nighthawk. You don't need 2 on a small patch. That counts as a big patch. And with the number of miners, you do need 2 because of dump time. But not having a war factory and building miners out of it for so long was quite inefficient. Because you ref plus miner is your miner ends up costing $1,700. Because a miner is $1,400, a ref is $2K. You sell a ref and you get $300 back because the ref counts as $600 worth of value. $2K to build and you get a miner out of it, which is $1,400. And then you sell, you get 50%. So you're building 3 or 4 refs just for the extra miners is really quite expensive. Nice oil kill. Legend with the other oils. Only 1 Patriot up. Rocketeers, Legend is on 1. JEEN is on 8. And with allied AA, this is pretty terrifying. That's gonna get wrecked. Legend is real lucky that these are separate and those are together. Killing one here obviously damages the other, doesn't outright kill it. Over here, killing one doesn't impact the other at all. $2K and sell gives you how much? 300. 1,400 for a miner. A ref and miner cost 2K. So 2K minus 1,400 is 600. That's the game's value of the ref, is 600. So you sell it. Sell is 50% of building value, which means you get back 300. Because you get $300 from selling the ref, but you've also got a $1,400 miner. Like, it's not bad to do it like a little bit, but doing it too much is quite inefficient. Oh, placing down that lab. Legend, you fool. On the other hand, 4 vet They're dead. Oil's dead. 4 vet IFVs. Is very dangerous. Tech out for JEEN. Not seeing any tech for Legend. Legend needs a ref over here. Kills the lab, but at what cost? At what cost? 20 Rockies to 16. The Rambo overlay doesn't, and OBS don't like each other very much, so can't show you guys the Rambo overlay. Cost of chrono delay. It shouldn't be any more or less than a 1 miner. And there's the ages. And there's the elite. I would have killed the ages. Like, that was a prime opportunity to kill a $1,000 ship. How can you sell the extra ref on dirt? What?
Warning, chronosphere detected.
Force fire with the IFVs? Go on, kill. Double Navy up for the build speed, yep. Oh! They are going down faster than a cheap hooker. That is... Wait, did that elite IFV splash damage Legend's own Rockies? I think they did. But Legend's got a few Rockies in JEEN's base. They won't kill the war. Legend has to rely on the chrono. It's all he's got. No halves in main base. Yeah, he should have had one, but he moved them all over here. Six Dolphins for Legend, 0 for JEEN apparently. And the tides have turned over here. Oh, the Aegis goes down. As does another refinery.
Warning, chronosphere activated.
And there's the MCV kill. I think JEEN's dead.
Player defeated.
There you go. Score is 6-5. The turns have tabled exactly. Exactly. Well, Legend is slowly bringing it back. Decided he doesn't want to be bullied. Legendary comeback. Not a legendary comeback yet, Sander. Needs to go to 6-6. Needs to go to 6-6 before it can be called a legendary comeback. Arabian. Excellent map. Truly excellent map. Staple of R8 modern of 2020's R8. More exciting on Euro's Revenge though. 2 minutes, the lobby's gonna close. Bet. Now, I don't keep up with Billy anymore, so I can't. I'm not sure if any of the old Chinese streams that we used to watch are still around, boys. I don't know if any of them are still around. Yeah. Right. Well, there's going to be so versus so for the last few games. JEEN dropping a deuce. Yeah, possibly. Or maybe he's getting lad off to jump on his nick. Jump on his account. No, JEEN wouldn't do that. JEEN wouldn't do that. I don't know if I can delay the lobby closure. By sort of changing the maps. I'm not sure who I would have predicted to win this. I think, but these two, I probably would have taken it at face value and said whoever won the first 3 games was probably going to win the series. And that was JEEN. But Legend can come back. Yeah, versus Osama. Yeah, people were telling me. And like, is Osama good at the moment, or is he totally washed? Like, Osama goes through sort of waves of being really quite good for a week and then kind of trash for 6 months. Lendix Marco 74. I know. You guys were saying earlier. I hope people have checked on Marco to make sure he's okay and not on, not at risk of hurting himself or something, or in, going into a spiral of depression. Still better than me. No. I'm retired, Croc. Anyway, I'm retired. That's why I cast, you see. Everybody knows that, look at any esport, right? All the casters are retired professionals, which means, and I'm a caster, which, means by definition, I kind of have to have been a professional. You didn't call me for support? Well, no. I know I'm Marco's best friend. But I mean, man, shut up. But I'm sort of Marco's last sort of fallback. He's probably just gone cabin for 6 months. Are you Marco's side piece? No, I'm his main piece. I'm his main piece. I will try and find the clip. Clips. Chinese now dominate R2 esports. I don't know. I don't know how much of there doesn't seem to be much crossplay these days. Like 3 years ago, there was quite a lot of crossplay between Chinese players and CNC net players. Cool. Ready. Chrono Divide does now? Yeah, I haven't looked at Chrono Divide. I mean, I did years ago, but not recently. Right. Legend bottom right. JEEN top left. Pyro Jones, that server. Is there like very little competition on there? I know Bike Rush I mean Bike Rush is quite good at Red Alert too. Better than me, probably. Certainly when he was, I certainly remember like 18 months ago when he spent like 3 months grinding RA2 ladder. He was doing quite well. But I mean, he's not on the level of Marco, JEEN, Root, Osama or anything like that. I mean, I think he was like 10th, 15th on the ladder, something like that. Hey, Molly. Red 2 a bit basic for you. He'd get owned. Yeah, this is the thing, like, which I think is a shame because Bike complained a lot. I mean, he made an event out of it by on the ooh, nice drone from Legend, by basically owning the ladder for CNC Remastered. Like, he was 7 out of 10 of the top names. Like, he made a new account. Like, within a month, he made like 7 accounts and got 7 of the top 10 spots. But afterwards, he was moaning and saying that he was bored of CNC Remastered because there wasn't much challenge in there, which I totally get. Like, it's funny for a month to try and fill the ladder with your name, but once you've done that, then you're just kind of thinking, well, actually now I'm really bored. There's no challenge in it. I win 90% of my games or 85% of my games, so I'll move on. And that's sort of what he did. I think if you're playing competitive and you're always winning, kind of like I mean, it's worse than always losing, I'd say. But the same feeling is if it does happen, if you're always losing, you just get bored because you feel like there's nothing new. You feel like you're not making progress. So it would be nice to see Bike do some CNC net ladder. It doesn't matter how good somebody is. It's just nice to see people play against somebody else of around their level. And see them win and lose. Even better if they're playing somebody better and they win. Right? Everybody loves an underdog story. That's why everybody loves to see Root play. Right, okay. Nice try by JEEN with the drones. Legend. Nice spatial awareness. JEEN on 12 miners. Legend on 10. Legend on 4 war factories, JEEN on 5. Nice split by Legend there. Little bit out of position with the tank control. Little bit sloppy. Didn't really get much out of it. Lost 3 and killed 3, I think. Top, not much happened either. So Legend just applying pressure for now. He is behind. He is 3 minus behind. He's up in tanks. 17 to 13. Nice base stretch from both. Legend's gonna get a ref out there. JEEN's gonna get another war factory out probably there. And then we're gonna see an MCV move from both up to about there. Tried to see that ROT this week. The problem is that ladder is not particularly. I've seen it as a lot more for lobby games. Legend really not getting into a good place there and not splitting. Like, what's the point? What's the point in splitting but delaying it? That's just attacking one place and then another. Not that it would have made much difference, unfortunately. Legend just went into, you know, dive right into a C shape of JEEN's tanks. JEEN 6 walls to 5, 32 rhinos to 36, 26. The experience very varied. Yeah, exactly. What's Chrono Divide's like lobby, like not. What's their sort of matchmaking the non-competitive lobby system like? Not for custom maps necessarily, but for, you know, private games, custom games. You know what I mean, right? Lobby system as opposed to ladder. What's that lobby system like? Oh, you wait, play quick match? Okay. Legend getting absolutely slammed here. And so delayed. I mean, I think Legend is trying to buy time for a macro game here, but he's failing. Like player-made lobbies on CD. What I mean. JEEN trying to finish Legend off? Yeah. I think he will. Legend is, I mean, he's not building drones. He's not building sentry guns. And Legend's tank force is dwindling. Like, there's no drones being, yeah. Like, Legend, I think, is cooked. That's all he's got left. I mean, the drones will come out and they might prolong the inevitable. Not much different. There are a lot of custom games going on, or is Chrono Divide a lot more people playing quick match? Can he get a miner? Nope. Elite does get droned, but Legend down on miners, down on war factories. And that's the GG. Normal people doing quick match? Okay, yeah. I know, GG from Legend. Yeah, okay. Well, that, I mean, that explains why quick matches, so it gets matched so quickly then. Makes sense. All right, well, JEEN wins 7-5. a good series. Legend, JEEN playing really, really well for most of those games. One or two questionable. Legend looked a little bit shaky, a little bit rocky. I think you saw sort of good Legend. You saw sort of high tier Legend come out in the middle there. But it was a little bit lackluster in some of those games. Felt like we didn't see S-class Legend for all of those games. But then that's how games go, right? Sometimes players are a little out of it. Sometimes they get tilted either in the game or in the previous game. Sometimes they just make mistakes.
Bounce have some bits and a good
Thank you very much. Well, I'm gonna call it here. Send a Rambo map or rules. There you go. But yeah. Which is why I say JEEN looked polished for pretty much all of those games. Legend didn't look like he was playing at the best I've ever seen him. And yet it was still 7-5. So good showing by both. There was bits of a legendary comeback. It wasn't a winning comeback, but there was definitely at the end there a nice legendary resurgence. That was a why did you send me a WhatsApp message when you're live on RE2? I'm sorry, Polio. I'm sorry. You can go watch the VOD on YouTube. Go and watch the VOD on YouTube. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna eat some food early, and I'll come back with some Dawn of a Tiberian Age. I'm gonna come back with some Dawn of a Tiberian Age this evening. I didn't know Doof was on holiday. Lloyd is apparently also on holiday. So if there's any other Red Alert 2 games over the next few days, or any of the other guys wanna stream some games, wanna have their game streamed, I will step in and take over from Lloyd, or from Lloyd is in the Caribbean. Yeah, I saw a picture. Potential UVS Sandy. Okay, Zas, drop me a message. A little bit of advance notice is always helpful, but yeah, just drop me a message, and if I'm around and not doing anything, then I'll happily stream it. Zas is in Taiwan. My. Thank God I closed the Chinese client. It probably would have blacklisted my IP by listening to my microphone. Yes. Okay, well, it does seem like I am possibly the only person around, so there may be some Red Alert 2 games over the next few days. I don't know, but either way, Dawn of a Tiberian Age tonight. Try and finish off some games there, and then possibly some Tiberian Sun over the weekend before doing Warzone 2100. That's what I've got in the back of my mind. Anyway, is there anyone to raid? Anyone streaming some CNC? I see. Sash could be in Taiwan, but I would, if somebody said Sash is in Taiwan or Thailand, I would assume Thailand. Like, just for the partying. Right. Who is Sketches doing some generals, like speed run. Oh, he told you Thailand? Okay. Yeah, I'll raid Sketch. He's doing some general speedrunning. That's supposed to G next week. I mean, if they want to and they find the time, I'm happy to do that. Oh, that's, yeah, no, not gonna raid that one. Who's interested in a one-sided series? Anyway, I will see you guys in a couple of hours for some